Hi, I'm going to talk to you today about the subconscious mind and kind of what its role is in our healing journey and how we can overtake it. Okay, so the job of the subconscious is to store and retrieve the data to ensure that we respond exactly the way that we were programmed to. It makes everything you say or do fit a pattern exactly the way that we were taught, that reflects our self-concept, that, maybe was passed down to us, all of that. It's the master programmer of kind of our self. The self-concept is of self is the belief that one has about oneself and how it responds to outside stimulus, whether that's other people, other actions, other places, triggers, anything like that. So the good news is that we can rewrite our programming, which is amazing, and it's foundational for the healing journey, because we have so many subconscious false programming, whether that's from society, whether there's just so many to give even examples of. But I ask Spirit today, which ones should I focus on? And I'm not good enough, I'm unworthy, I need love, and something is wrong with me. So those are kind of those false messages that our subconscious kind of takes over and creates very unhealthy patterns for us in our life. So patterns of I'm not good enough could be holding yourself back from really shining in something that you're really passionate about. It could be not good enough, could be, keeping yourself guarded in a relationship and not being vulnerable, or, wanting someone that actually might be a little bit better of a fit for you, or going out for that promotion in a job, or quitting your job and starting a whole new thing. It can be so many different examples. Same for unworthiness. Where do you hold unworthiness in your heart, in your body? What are the patterns that kind of shows up in? Are you worthy of that good relationship? Are you worthy of earning so much money that you don't know what to do with? Are you worthy of having yourself shine so that others can see you for who you are? It's really hard to look at some of these sometimes, and I want you to just have, compassion with yourself, have love for yourself, to really sit in them so that you can understand them. And if you aren't able to do that on your own, come see me. I'm here to help you. I love helping people reconnect with parts of themselves, or releasing some of that programming. Okay, so the next one is I need love. And I want you to just think about that for a minute, and I want you to really ask yourself, is it love that you need from other people, or love that you need from yourself? Because everybody is everything for themselves, or they have the opportunity to be if they let themselves. So just see in your heart of hearts if it's that you need to give yourself a little bit more love. Kind of stems into the next one. Something is wrong with me. We have these negative messages in our subconscious, and sometimes our conscious mind too, of, something's wrong with me, so I think I need to change this and that and another thing. Society's a good one to kind of make us feel a little less worthy than we really are, and it's really sad. So we are going to change that by starting with you, loving yourself a little bit more, giving yourself permission to step into who you are so that you can shine bright, so that you can inspire the next person to love themselves a little bit more, to be who they authentically came here to be. I don't know. It's I kind of geek out on it a little bit sometimes. So what do you do with that? What do you do with the I'm not good enough? What do you do with the I'm unworthy? With the I need love or something's wrong with me? We get these trapped emotions in our body that kind of prevent us from being our authentic self, letting ourselves shine bright. You know, we can have so many trapped emotions in our body and not even know it, you know, because it's in that subconscious, or it's just in the energetic body. So I asked Spirit for this particular message, which trapped emotions are causing the majority of these feelings. And healing is layers. So if we unpeel a little bit of layer, you know, you gotta dive deeper sometimes, and sometimes even more deep. Like it's a journey. That's why they call it the spiritual journey. Okay. So the first one is unworthy. And this one came up 2 different times when I was asking what emotions. So it had me pause and ask why. So for some of you, it's probably either passed down generationally, or there's something that needs a little bit more understanding. So know that if it's not completely cleared, you'll get some layers cleared now. So how we're going to clear today is we're going to trace the meridian line from the brow up the head at midline and go all the way down the neck as far as you can reach. Typically, you would like to do it from the brow all the way down to the tailbone, but we don't have arms that reach like that. So you can do it with a magnet, you can do it with a crystal, you can do it with just your fingers, because we are magnets. We are electric, we are powerful, and we can be our own healers. So taking your fingers, I want you to just repeat after me. We're going to do this one 10 times because it came up a couple times. Typically, we only do them 3 times. So I release the trapped emotion of unworthy. Take a nice deep breath in. I release the trapped emotion of unworthy. And just keep swiping until you've swiped 10 times. I release unworthy. I release unworthy. I release unworthiness. 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 Nice deep breath in. See how your body feels. Maybe you feel chills. Maybe you felt a deep sigh. Maybe you felt lighter. Maybe you felt nothing, and that's okay. Everything is okay. You're not doing it wrong. It is what it is. Next one is guilt. So this one we're only going to do 3 times. So I release guilt from my body. I release the trapped emotion of guilt. I release the trapped emotion of guilt. Next one is resentment. I release resentment from the body. I release the trapped emotion of resentment. I release resentment. Nice deep breath in. Just giving that body permission to release it all, to not hold on to it. Next one is betrayal. So I release betrayal. I release the trapped emotion of betrayal. I release betrayal. And the last one is taken for granted. I release the trapped emotion of taken for granted. I release the trapped emotion of taken for granted. I release the trapped emotion of taken for granted. Beautiful. Again, just check in with the body. See how it feels. Maybe you were called to stay a little bit longer on one. That's okay. Go back to it. Do some more clearing. And we're just setting the intention that anything that can and will be cleared for your highest good, be cleared now. Anything that still has a lesson, anything that still needs to be understood will either be cleared and come back, or it will stay. And if you feel like you might need a little help in that area, again, just contact me and we can work together through that. All right, so after that, I want you to just tune back into your heart. See how your heart feels. Really try and get into that heart space. Close your eyes, take a nice deep breath in. And I want you to ask your body, what color is love? What color does my heart need right now? Maybe you see colors, maybe colors just pop into your mind, maybe you don't know, and that's okay. Some people see love as green, red, pink, a sunset. Maybe you see an image. What does your heart need to feel love? And give it that. Give it permission to embody it. Give your cells permission to open up to that love. It's a gift. It's a gift to yourself. So just sit with that. Give it a couple deep breaths. Yes. Feel it. Let it in. Sometimes there's a disconnect from our heart and our soul and our mind, because our mind likes to take over sometimes, that subconscious, that conscious mind. And we've had about enough of that. The world needs more leading with love from the heart space, to really allow people to feel their emotions, to feel and do what their heart wants them to do, without shame, without guilt, without feeling not good enough, without feeling unworthy. We need to give the heart permission to speak its truth so that we can live in our authentic self, in our authentic being. So let's heal that disconnect that we have with our true self and the world and the who we project into the world. Let's let them be one and who we truly are. Spirit also wanted me to give you a couple extra resources to help with this healing process. They gave me the hyena. When you're pursuing a particular goal, solicit the support of your friends and family. Make it a point to have some one-on-one time with each of your children. You're quite ready and capable to take on more than you've presently handled, even though you have doubts about how much you can manage. Be extra sensitive and attentive to the words you choose and how you express them, as whatever you verbalize will be amplified considerably. Your powers of discernment and discrimination are strong right now, so pay attention to your intuition and trust what you get, no matter what. It's a good time to do something silly that makes you laugh. And then the other one was the Roadrunner. And the Roadrunner says, there are situations occurring in your life that require you to think on your feet, change direction quickly, and adapt to new courses, which you're quite capable of doing. This is a great time to make some plans and put them into action so that you can manifest whatever it is you want. Be willing to laugh at yourself and not take your quirks too seriously. Explore and experiment with different ways you can benefit yourself and others spiritually, emotionally, physically, through the use of sound. Be sure to take care of yourself first before you attempt to take care of others, so that you can be completely present when you're in service to them. And that last bit about, fueling your own tank first, because if you fuel from a half-empty tank, you're not giving your most authentic self, or let me back that up. You're not expressing your most authentic self. So it's coming more from a place of ego and filling that void to give to others. I know that one might be a hard one to understand, but it's true. It's true. It's so hard. We have these beautiful hearts and we think that we need to give, But we don't. We just need to be. We need to be the best version of ourselves so that others can feel inspired to help themselves. Because if you help someone when they're not quite ready, or you push someone to do something that they're not quite ready to do, it's just creating mud. It's either draining you or it's might be hurting them. So just take care of yourself so that you can be your most authentic self and express that to others so that they can feel inspired to do the same. Healing work is so much more powerful if you do it yourself. That is why I love the work that I do, is I get people on that table, yes, and I help them, I guide them, but it's them, it's you. It's you who's doing the work on the table. I may hold up the light so you can see in the dark, but you're the one looking. You're the one feeling. You're the one expressing what it is that your body is trying to tell you and what you need. I'm very passionate about my work and I love it. So yeah. Oh, the last thing, that's very sorry. Get kind of, like I said, I nerd out a little bit. The last thing that Spirit wanted me to show you and tell you about was blue tiger's eye, so that it can just help you on your journey. And it it supports the heart, the throat, and the solar plexus. Its qualities are liberating, discerning, and empowerment. So these are huge for, stepping into who you are and really empowering you to be the best version of yourself. There's a little bitty paragraph that I want to read to you as it kind of spoke to me. So our hearts discern acceptance. Our hearts desire acceptance, the feeling of being known and loved as we project our expression onto the world around us. Sharing what we assume will grant our heart's desire. Our thoughts, feelings, and words become distorted from our truth. That space between who we are and who the world sees deepens. So it just kind of helps you to find the truth that you are and for you to shine it and shine bright so that you can help others, so that you can help them from a place that doesn't drain you, a place that doesn't negatively affect you in any way, so that you can just know that you are exactly where you need to be and give your beautiful medicine to the world. I really hope this was helpful. I hope that, if any of you need any help navigating through this journey, I'm here. So take care, and I love you.